Looking for some ideas on what you can be doing right now to better yourself and put yourself in a better situation? Well, in this video, I want to present some ideas that are hopefully going to get your gears turning and your mind opening up a little bit to some of the things that you could be doing right now to really improve yourself and improve your situation. Right now, obviously, we're all in a situation where it would be very easy to move your mind towards the worst possible case scenario, but I really do believe that right now is a time for revolution, and there's going to be some really great things coming. My name is Jed, and welcome to my channel, Flavor of Aliveness. And if you do like this content, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and share this video because we want to keep things upbeat. We want to keep energy elevating around the world. We want to keep people believing that things are going to get better and not worse. And they will, as long as we can keep our energy up and stay focused on the good things. So what I want to talk about a little bit is business ideas that you can start to implement right now, things that you can start to use while you're in lockdown. And I talked a lot about in my last video about opportunity right now, and I feel like that opportunity is extremely great. There's a couple things that I'm doing that are working well for me, and I'm excited to share some of those ideas with you. And stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm going to give a power tip that a lot of people talk about a lot, and I've talked about it a lot, but it's something I like to reiterate because I really do feel like it'll help shift your world. So the first thing I want to talk about with what you can do right now is just start thinking about how you can solve a problem. I think with modern day conveniences, people have been so focused on their conveniences that they forget about everything else that's going on in the world. And there's a ton of things that can be solved, and there's going to be a ton of problems that are created, or challenges, depending on how you want to view them, that are going to be created in this time. And even though we may possibly be headed into a recession or even a global depression, a lot of people are going to get very, very wealthy and going to move into living a life of, absolutely living a life of their dreams in this situation. And it's all going to depend on your outlook and how you choose to look at things and how you choose to go about things. So start thinking first and foremost about how can you solve a problem for somebody. What can you do to create solutions? Solutions are going to create money. And also be thinking a lot about the internet and things that you can do online, because I think we're going to see a ton of new internet entrepreneurs from this, and it's an amazing opportunity. It really is. I just want to keep putting this positive information out there and keep you guys on the up and up. So some of my own business ideas, obviously this one, YouTube, creating a channel and following through with creating a channel and putting out content that's lifting people's spirits. As of right now, I see this channel more than something I'm trying to grow into a business as a way of contributing to the current situation, not in a negative way, but in a positive way, putting information out there that gets people to believe that some good can come out of this. And there is a lot of information circulating around that there are some very positive developments that may come out of this. There are some videos out there. If you do some searching, you'll be able to find them. And I think we're going to see some positive things when we come out the other side of this. I'm not saying that it's not tragic, and there's a lot of people that have died already, and my heart goes out to the families and to the people that have already suffered some losses like that. But there is a ton of opportunity, and I'm choosing to look at the optimistic side of things. So first thing, start a YouTube channel, and you could start a YouTube channel about anything, really, anything you're good at, anything you want to share. I've got a friend that that loves animals and likes to walk dogs and things like that. And I suggested, why don't you start a dog training video, But that's just one idea of something that you could do. You could really start a video about anything. And right now, while you're sitting around, it's a great time to look at, how do I start a business? And there's a ton of videos on that. I highly recommend Tim Ferriss. He's the guy that wrote 4-Hour Work Week. And of course, read all the positive books and do some things to build your personal growth. Another thing that I've been doing, and I've actually spent the last couple of years, is trading in the markets. I've been learning how to read charts, and I've been learning technical analysis and making trades and having some pretty good success with that. And that's just a couple of different avenues, things that I'm looking at right now, but my mind is always open to, what else is there? Where else could we take this? What else could we do? And I'm hoping that some of this is going to spark something in your mind where you can say, hey, I'm really good at something. I can make a YouTube video doing this. I could start an online, Amazon's struggling with some of the things that is going on right now. Maybe it's a good time to start competing with some of these big businesses. Maybe these big businesses are going to end up suffering, and a lot of little businesses are going to pop up to actually compete with them. It's one thing about big business is they need a lot of revenue coming in all the time, and when the revenue slows down, the big businesses really struggle. Small businesses aren't so restricted in that way. They can do okay on a small amount of revenue because they don't have the costs. So there's a lot of opportunity in situations like that. And in context with that, another thing that I wanted to add to that is during this time, it's a time of great opportunity. Try not to waste it. Try not to waste it watching TV, spending all day. I mean, it's really easy to just wake up each day and turn on the TV and say there's nothing to do, but that just is not the case. There's tons that you can be doing. Read books more than you ever have. In my next video, or at least one of my upcoming videos, I am going to talk about some of the personal growth things as far as I've been going with in terms of workout and diet. And I've been doing the Wim Hof method now for, I think today's the 10th day straight that I've done it. Phenomenal results from some of those things, and when I make a video on that, it is going to be somewhat instructional on some of the things that I'm doing there. So I want to keep putting things out there for you guys that benefit you and help you to grow and become better and better through all of this. And for my power tip for the day, I really want to put an emphasis on what you focus on expands. And this is so true, and it's been true in my own life. It's been true in many great leaders' lives. If you sit and focus on how bad everything is and how bad everything is and how it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse for you. And your external world might not even be any worse, but it'll get worse up here. And the whole point of right now is to condition our minds, condition our thinking, and say, are we really stuck working this job, this thing that we've all been taught in society that you go out and you give 90% of your time in order to be able to have fun 10% of your time. I'm really doing my best to close out that frame of thinking in my life permanently and open up a frame of thinking to I get to do things that are fun and exciting and enjoyable, and there's a way to make money doing that, and there's also a way to spend a much larger portion of my life and my time doing what I want to do. I've been spending a really great amount of time each day on exercise and personal growth, more than I ever have, and it's been extremely fun and challenging. and I've just enjoyed the shit out of it because I've never, it's in our hurried days, we always just hurry through everything. We hurry through our workout, we hurry through getting ready, we hurry through everything. And right now I don't have to hurry on anything, and it's a great feeling. And I urge you to kind of slow things down too, think things through, and come up with a different plan. Now's the time. Have courage, don't be afraid, look at the positive side of things. Well, thank you very much for joining me. That's all I've got for today. Again, thumbs up, subscribe if you like it. Please leave a comment. I would love to hear from you guys. Comment on sound. As I said before, I'm well aware that I need a new camera. Thanks again for joining me, and keep your heads up, everybody. There's good things coming.